Hello everybody, greetings! Welcome to Shin-Osaka. It's about a 2.5-hour Shinkansen bullet train ride from Tokyo to get here. We got here yesterday and I wanted to show you a little bit inside the station, and they've done a really good job actually of getting people from here to the EXPO site. So I thought I would show you some of that information as well as show you how far away the EXPO is from Shin-Osaka. This is one of the great portals if you're not coming in from Kansai Airport to get to the EXPO. Kind of give you the vibe a week after it's opened here. Now it's in the morning. The Shinkansen, Shin-Osaka doesn't really start to heat up till around 11:30 in the morning because everyone's coming from Tokyo and Hiroshima and other locations. The first train leaves at 6, so this starts to come in around now. So we're gonna see a lot more traffic, but before 9:30, 10 o'clock, it's actually pretty comfortable around Shin-Osaka. But yesterday when I arrived, it was crazy. I'm here with Leo and Kanai and her family and her school. She'll be dancing on Wednesday. Here's the exit from the Shinkansen here, and then you'll have to catch a local train and then a shuttle bus from Umeshima, which is the island here, up, which will depart from platform number 2. Let me see if I can show it to you here. Platform number 2 accordingly. But well, I'll show you that. I'll show you how to get there. If you wanted to go to just Osaka Station, you switch from the Shinkansen to the JR line and you can get onto the 7 or 8. It was there in really big print. Number 2 is the one that they said that'll take you to the EXPO. It's very cool. I got a ticket to get out of here, so I'm going to show you a little bit of the inside of Shin-Osaka. But first, I want to show you exactly where we are on the map here. So you can see Osaka is right down there. This is Shin-Osaka Station, that big white canopy there. That's where the Shinkansen will drop you off, not at Osaka Station, but Shin-Osaka Station, a little bit outside of the city center. It's only one stop to get into Osaka Station or Umeda, the downtown. And you can see from Shin-Osaka Station, that island right there, it's very hard to miss it because of the big, and I just missed it there, that's Universal Studios. The big round circle there is the largest man-made wooden structure, apparently. I'm looking forward to seeing that grand ring. The Google Earth still has it under construction, but it is complete, mostly. Well, I'll find out later today. This is the destination where a lot of the tourists that are coming here are heading to. But from Shin-Osaka, it's not that far away to get there, apparently. It seems really easy, and what's impressive is there's just so much staff around here. That's Osaka Station and Umeda right there. The canopies, the Osaka Station has been renovated over the last 10 years, so if you're coming and you haven't been here for a while, it's kind of nice. So nice that yesterday, my son and I went to the Ferris wheel. Do you guys know the Ferris wheel there? I could show you just a little bit of this. The HEP 5 building, which is the Hankyu Entertainment building, that has this Ferris wheel. Have you guys ever been on this? Look at my son. He's so scared to get on this. Leo could. But eventually we got on there. I'm using the Insta360 camera, which I don't see as any different than the X5. Doesn't look much different than the X3, to be honest with you, but I can't tell if you're using it in the daytime. But here we are. You can see he's really nervous. I'm not sure why, because at the end of it, he loved it. He's getting really nervous. And now he's really into it, because he watches this show called Paw Patrol, Canada's contribution to childhood entertainment. I didn't know Paw Patrol was Canadian, from Toronto. But he thinks he's Chase on the case, and he's really enjoying hanging up here on the top of Osaka Station, the HEP 5 building. It's kind of fun to hang out up here. The cool thing with the 360 cameras is you get views like that. That's kind of neat. Hang out over the entire Osaka Station here. And then here we got at the very, very top. It's about 800 yen, or about $5 per adult. If kids under 5 are free, so Leo didn't have to pay a cent. And he wants to do it again. Mama won't go, she's afraid of heights. But here you go, we're doing a high five because we reached the pinnacle. Look it down, I'm telling him, we're higher than the other one, that means we're on the top. So that was a fun time, and at the end of it, I got a big high five out of him. Although he was angry because he didn't want to go on there. In the end, he kind of accepted that he completed the task, and enjoyed it, but we might do it again. Inside the station, there's a lot of stuff for you to do here. Like I just got this picture from the staff. They took my picture in front of this the information booth, and at the moment you get right outside of the Shinkansen platform, you got to give them some credit here. They have an information booth, and you see right there, those kind people over there, they're helping you get from here to there. And just look for the volunteers with the yellow and black, and they have placards, as well as you see that bulletin, that board right there. It tells you the departure times of the shuttle bus from Umeshima. So you're able to get it from, I think there's a platform 2, but they keep changing it and updating it. And there's enough staff here, so even if it got crowded, they'd be able to help you. Right now they're helping some people get to the expo. So it's really easy to get there from here. It's not something that I would worry about too much. The JR security robots are kind of funky though. It does look like it is the future. How you doing, robot? This is also the Eki Mache. It's kind of a cool place to look for the Ekiben. Let me just show you really quickly. So they're saying platform number 2, so. This place has an Ekiben, so you can get it as soon as you enter in. The way I go out is the way you would enter into Shin-Osaka, but they've got a ton of Ekiben here. Check it out. The meat ones, they've separated the meat ones from the vegetarian ones, so that's kind of an interesting thing. But they've got a ton of them here. Wow. And the prices are cheaper than in Tokyo. What's this? Is this a vending machine? No, I thought it was a vending machine. It's just, they're selling daifuku. There's a Starbucks over there. There's a bunch of other bento places. And look at all, they put the bentos there. And just to shout out really quickly, it's not open yet, but maybe it is. This is that cheesecake, the jiggly cheesecake. Rikuru Oji-san. You guys have probably heard of him. That's the jiggly cheesecake, and you can just pick one up, and makes it easy to take home right from the. The line, as soon as around 11:30 hits, the line gets really long. I'm surprised there's not a person there, nobody in there. On the back side, you'll see it like all over the station as well, but they have the EXPO merch. This is Myaku Myaku. That's a big one. But I found that they have this Hello Kitty version of it. Do you see? Like she's been taken over by tentacles of an octopus or some bacteria. So it looks kind of freaky, but it's neat. You can get the goods, 4,400 yen for that. It might be worth it. That's kind of funny. That's about $30 for this. That might be worth it though, because it's hilarious, the mascot. I have a love-hate relationship with Myaku Myaku. I kind of at first didn't like it, and now it's growing on me because it looks like it's something that would grow on you. And it's true. All right, let's get out of here. Oh, here. There's actually an EXPO liner too. So yeah, so depending on the time, so this is really good information for you. From Shin-Osaka, you can leave from, I'm just gonna show you the whole schedule here. 7:32, 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9:31, and here's the Noriba, or the platform. And at 10:44, it changes to platform number 2, and you can see the timetable. Sakurajima is, I believe that's where it's at, not Umejima. I think it was Sakurajima, and then you would take the shuttle bus from Sakurajima to Umejima. Umejima is the Dream Island, which is the platform, the island where the round pavilion is. the expo is taking place. And then 1:44, 2:44, 3:44, 4 p.m. 1600 is 4 p.m. Just so you know, it's on a 24-hour time. You probably want to get used to that if you're living in Japan. But they almost all take leave from platform number 2 or sometimes number 3. But it's about 20 minutes to get there. 18 minutes. That's actually pretty good. Wouldn't you say? That's pretty fast. And of course, it's a dressed-up car. By the way, they have a one-piece Shinkansen that just launched this month. It was really under the radar. The one-piece. One-piece Shinkansen leaving from Shin-Osaka or Hakata. Sometimes it's leaving from... all right, there's a lot more information than in Tokyo. Here's a map that'll take you to the expo. It's pretty cool. So this lays it out. Shin-Osaka, which is where the Shinkansen comes in here. The liner, expo liner takes you directly there. Past Universal Studios, so you could do both, I guess. But Osaka, you kind of want to get out of the center here. It can get a little confusing if you want to just get to the expo. It's straight there with that liner. And then there's a shuttle bus that'll take you there. I guess the taxi stopped running because a part fell off of the flying taxi, so they stopped doing it. Oh, check this out. So you can get the Shin-Osaka stamps here, get a piece of paper, and then you can have them stamp it with that. That's kind of cool. All right, let's get out of here. All right. Welcome to the outside part of Shin-Osaka. So you can do everything without leaving the tickets if you just want to go straight to the expo. But let's take a look at Shin-Osaka, see if you did leave and you decided you wanted to stay in Shin-Osaka, I could show you a little bit of that right now. So we're walking through the outside of the ticket area, going to the central exit. If you ever come to Kansai, the one thing that you are going to find out really quickly is 551 Horai. And everybody lines up. You can see they already have the lineup for it to get the gyoza and the dumplings. Just give you a quick look at it. Hey, John Lopez, how you doing? Steve Wenzel, lots of food, drink places to choose from. Can't go wrong with Hello Kitty. No, you cannot. It's a happy place. Looking forward to your view of the expo. Thanks for the streams. You're very welcome. Yeah, well, I'll be there today to film a little bit of it and scout it out. And then tomorrow, on Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll be back there. You have no idea. It smells like hot waffles and choux cream. It smells so good here. There's a ton of restaurants inside of Shin-Osaka Station here. So you won't go hungry. You will be set up very, very well. You can get the bentos on the outside, but I would recommend getting on the inside. There's just more choices. Thanks for that, Steve. It is getting busy. There's 7-Elevens inside of the stations as well. Lots of snacks that you can get. There's expo food, and these Eki donuts, buttered donuts, station donuts it says, have been really popular. Now that if you just want to grab a taxi, and to get to central Osaka by taxi is about 2,500 yen. To get to the expo by taxi is going to cost you a pretty penny. And there's a sign to tell you to take the trains. But this is the exit to get to the taxi stand. You don't want to walk out of here, you want to go down. And you can exit directly from the Shinkansen if you wanted to do that. Boy, the Dodgers are represented more than the Hanshin Tigers, which is the Osaka team, just because of Otani and his teammates. I don't think that's Otani there. Shin-Osaka's been renovated a little bit. but on the outside, it still looks like it did in the 1960s. We're gonna get a quick look at that. All right, they're just starting to open up. There's a Myaku store down here. So they're just starting to open that up as well in the basement. But you can get lost in the basements of Shin-Osaka. And in this direction, if you needed to get, like, if it was a chilly day and you needed to get some clothes, they've got you covered. There's a Uniqlo at the end of the hall there. Hey, Jennifer French is here. Jennifer, I'm going to the Osaka Expo in June. Can't wait. Thanks for doing this live stream. Is the West Gate less crowded than the East Gate? Well, this is the Central Gate. I would say it's about, at this time of morning, it's about the same, but the other side definitely is less crowded than this side. This side is the one that will lead you straight out to Osaka Station. You're seeing all the trains going towards Osaka Station, actually. But the Central Gate is, it's actually not that bad. The thing is, if I were you, I would get here, and and I'm not you, I would probably get here leave on the earliest train from Tokyo. If you're coming from Tokyo, the earlier the better, because when we came in the afternoon around 12:30 yesterday, it was crazy. So around 11 o'clock, when the trains start piling in from Tokyo, it gets really crazy here. It really does. But maybe not even stay, unless your hotel is here. There's no reason to do what I'm doing, which is to get out. This is a really important note right here. This is a left luggage zone. See, they've fenced it off here. And if you're taking the Shinkansen back today, you can just leave your suitcases here. It's 1,000 yen, and pick it up at the end of the day. It closes at 8 p.m. Let me show you. So from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., it's 1,000 yen for the day, or about $7. And they also have a baggage delivery service, which is pretty cool. That's 2,000 yen. That's actually really cheap. So you can leave it here, which is convenient. You don't want to take that. Trust me, do not take bags to the expo. Somebody said if you leave a bag there, it's 10,000 yen. Yesterday, this was all full. It's still early, that's why. And everybody gets it at 8 p.m. So we're gonna cross the street here. Joy, they are very much trying to get you not to bring any luggage to the expo. There's just not, it's a little island. There's just not enough space. So if you will be penalized if you bring luggage there. Leave it at the station, leave it at the hotel. Do not bring maybe a bag, but don't bring a lot of stuff to the expo. It's supposed to be like the land of the future. Here, we can get a better look at it, but you can see Shin-Osaka Station still looks like it did in the 1960s, I think. And that's what I love about Osaka. I love Osaka because everything changes all the time. Well, everything changes. There's always construction and renovations going on, but it always feels the same. Tokyo can feel different to me because they do some massive changes. Osaka always has like this authentic feel to it, no matter all the construction and the changes that take place. Let's cross the street real quick before this bus comes. All right. 21 degrees Celsius, that's pretty good. That's really warm today. See these airplanes up there? They go. The one downside to staying here is that you hear the airplanes every 5 minutes coming from Kansai Airport going towards Asia, China, I guess. I guess that's the direction that they're going. Or it can be a positive because every time an airplane goes by, Leo likes to point at it like it's Fantasy Island. The plane, boss. There goes the Shin-Osaka. That's the greatest secret of the Kansai region connection. The Shin-Osaka is a rapid train. It's half the speed of the Shinkansen, but it'll get you to Kyoto in about 30 minutes, 28 minutes, I believe, for the super expresses, the Shin-Osaka, at a fraction of the price of the Shinkansen. Shinkansen will get you in there in 15 minutes. For 28 minutes, it's like 540 yen to Kyoto. Like $3. And you saw the Shinkansen just go by here out of the Shin-Osaka Station. Looking back at Shin-Osaka Station, it has not changed since the 1960s. It has like this old, authentic feel. Again, Osaka's always changing, but it always finds a way to maintain and stay the same, and I like that too. It's comfortable here. It's very comfortable, including the humidity. Oh look, there's another Dodger. I saw a lot of train dudes trying to do some train spotting from up here on the top of the bridge. You can see the Shin-Osaka going back and forth from Himeji to Kyoto and onwards to, I think it's Hikone, even up to Maibara maybe. Some of them go up there. The direction, you got to go over the bridge, the Yodogawa, to get to Shin-Osaka, to get to Osaka Station from Shin-Osaka. But the trains, I think that's a local. Yeah. Very cool. I want to show you. Can you guys stay with me for another couple of minutes? I can show it to you because we're leaving. I typically don't like to show you where we're staying when we're staying there because it's kind of a safety thing. But I want to show you where we stayed last night. It's not as bad as it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. But well, you'll see. Shin-Osaka, this side of it, is not a lot here. No real playgrounds for the kids to play at. And my job here is mostly to offer support because my wife is dancing with her dance school. Oh, there's a Shinkansen coming in. That's what I'm talking about. All these people from Tokyo are now coming into Osaka. The station's gonna get very crowded. All right, I'm just gonna take you because we're leaving in about an hour. So I can take you. I can show you really quickly. It's only a minute from here. You can just looking around at Shin-Osaka. There's not a lot here, but that also makes it very manageable, and it's a nice separation from a place like Dotonbori, which is off the charts, loud and crowded all the time, and kind of dirty. It's not too bad here. It's not too bad here. Joy, I do my best. Today, I'm until Wednesday. I'm a support staff for Kanai, and then the rest of the time she has to remember support staff for only in Japan. All right, it's just around this corner. I'm kind of embarrassed. I don't want to show you where we stayed. Actually, it's kind of a unique experience, and maybe I'm going to talk about this in a longer live stream. This isn't the first time I've stayed at a place like this. Some of you might have stayed at one of these places as well. Can you guess what I'm talking about? Some of you might know. It's just around this corner, this dark building. All right, there it is. See that wacky building right there? Looks sort of like a prison. We stayed up there on the top. You know what it is? It's not a capsule. It is an international youth hostel. You see the symbol for the international youth hosteling. I don't know. It looks like a big oil rig. Yeah. It kind of does. Sometimes youth hostels are in interesting places like this, but again, it was there's not a lot of options because of all of the foreign tourists here. I talked about this in other live streams. Hotels are at a premium right now. Not only are they they're expensive, but there aren't as many around. So you got to go to a big oil rig youth hostel like this. Oil rig looking thing. The elevator is right there, and it's kind of scary getting up there. But we got a family tatami room. There were some loud, I want to say Americans, girls in the room across the hall. I don't think they were Canadian because the election's coming up. They probably went home to vote, right? I'm pretty sure they were Americans. There's kind of a California accent. You could hear from outside the door. And they were young. They woke up around 9 in the morning. They looked like they'd been drinking. So, but the thing is, you have to get the youth hostel stuff. I'll talk about it a little bit real quickly. You have to. They're so regimented. Check-in's at 4 p.m. exactly. Checkout is at a certain time. You can't stay there. Apparently, I don't know. Like at a certain time, everybody has to get out of the youth hostel. They have announcements, which is the most annoying thing. At 11 p.m., they blasted on the speaker, waking up. We have a child who's 2 years old, and then Leo, blasting it. Please be. They had, and here's the elevator to get up to it. It's kind of scary. Blasting. Please be quiet at 11 p.m. on a speaker in the rooms. Please be quiet and considerate of other guests. It's 11 p.m. The baby who's 2 was crying. Everyone woke up. The lights went back on. We went to bed at like 9:30. It does feel like a prison in a way. So, look, youth hostel, they were pretty popular in the 1990s. I don't even know that this was still around here. In Japan, they follow the rules. Just keep that in mind. It's a little bit looser than it probably was in the 90s. It felt like a military camp at some youth hostels in Europe. I got to be honest with you. I stayed there because it was cheap. But this one is unique. It's kind of a neat place to stay, and it was all we had because we booked so late. And we're out of here now, thank goodness. Okay, there you go. All right, guys, I'll try to stream from the event maybe today, probably tomorrow, or sometime on Tuesday. I'll be taking a lot of background video and sharing with you the information. Queue up your questions. If you're a Patreon supporter, I'm going to do a Q&A about my trip here next Monday. So Monday morning, which is nighttime in the U.S. In the evening. And yeah, it's your last. We're 3 members away. We got two more new members yesterday. This is the postcard club. This is this month's postcard. Next month's postcard is going to be of here, the EXPO. And I want to hand deliver them. Apparently, if you go to the EXPO, you get an EXPO cancel mark for the stamp. So I want to go and hand deliver them to the post office here. But I want to get 3 more postcard club members. So join the postcard club, and I'm going to bring your postcards here. Please join before like the 6th of May. Yeah, the 6th of May. So you make sure you get one that I deliver from here. And I'm going to come and I'm going to try to deliver them from the event. We need 3 more members. We got 2 more over the last couple of days. So thank you for the support, guys. All right, everybody. I'll see you in another. Queue up your questions about the Expo. I'll have more information about it definitely by tomorrow as I go there today and kind of figure this all out. But getting around is not that bad. It seems like they're hitting their stride and then they're getting more organized, and this is going to be going on until October, but it looks like they're doing a pretty good job. All right, guys, I got to get back into the prison and check out. So see you soon, hopefully.